is Macquarie Uni Park Run. We're just doing the briefing before park run, and there's a dog going off, there's sirens, it's a bit of chaos. There is 535 runners today. Now that's quite a bit, especially how they start the park run. So where we are now is the finish line. It's not the start line, they're not the same place. So we have to walk, I think they said 200 metres or so to my left as you're watching the screen, and then we all funnel through the start line. So if you're going to be the faster runner, you've got to be sort of at the back of the pack. But then if you are the faster runner and there's more faster runners in the front of the pack, they're going to get their spot first. So it's like a catch-22. Do you go up the front, get your spot, and let 500 other people try and filter around you, or do you take your time, start at the back, and slowly get to the start of the park run, risking a late start or not finding a position? Chaos. So as you can see, I have found my spot in the corner near the flag, thinking it would be pretty safe. Let everyone through, filter through, get to their spot, whatever. You'll soon see there is it didn't sit well with me. There's a small family with a couple of kids that literally started in front of the flags in front of me, and you know they're not going to be quick. It's just, you'll see. So park run has started, and you will see the kerfuffle that I have to go through to actually catch the leaders, the front of the pack. A couple of zigzags, and you know, it's not a great start, and I started about a second or two after the countdown. And yes, we passed a guy barefoot. So I don't know, these barefoot runners, they've got some strong heels and strong feet, but it's not my cup of tea, unless it's soft grass. Anyway, so I finally catch the leaders, a little kid in blue top. Doesn't stay up there too long. This kid on the left, red shirt, number 7, blue shoes. He's Steve. He sticks with me and the entire run, and he does some things that I wouldn't agree on. However, it's not a race, so I don't really care. You will see he does it a couple of times, and it's not in the spirit of park run, but you'll see a lot of this guy in number 7. His name's Steve. In saying that, nothing against the bloke. He's a top bloke. We had chats the whole run. We had chats at the end. Really good, nice fella. Only young, you know, late teens, somewhere around there. And I spoke to his old man at the end as well, his dad. So, look, he's a great guy. He's just, so just here is like the most hilly part of the park run. Now, you do the whole course twice, so you do have to do this hill twice. You do have to work pretty hard to get up at running at a certain pace. So there's nothing too crazy, too long, too steep. Just makes you work a little bit. I can hear and feel Steve right on my heels, and it's like that the whole way. Whether I'm in front, he's on my heels, or if he's in front, I'm basically on his. So it's a really good battle. You do have to stay to the very end to see the end results. So the chase down with the last few hundred meters and the finish at the very end. It's a good battle, and let me tell you, you need to wait to the end. If you can't wait, skip through, but please just watch the whole thing. It's a great battle. Watch this run.
No robber.
So at this point we have a bit of a chat, and Steve says he's not feeling the best today, but he's still going to put in some sort of effort. Anything of sub 18 would be great. I was also in that same boat, like looking for a sub 18 at 1750 would be nice. That'd be the fastest I've run in a couple of months coming back from injury, which is also what I said to him. He also, Steve also said any other day he'd like to pace me. That's fine. But when I'm at full fitness, you know, it'll just be fun. But like I said, stick to the end to see the times of the finish, and just the overall, it's a hell of a battle, so just keep watching. So we're coming up to this little bit that I don't agree with. It does on the first and second lap. Now, I follow the course as anybody would. Steve follows it as a racing line. I've done a lot of races. I've paced a lot more races, so I know what racing lines are, and I know what cutting the course is. I'll let you debate what's what, but just watch. It's coming up in a couple of seconds, and yeah. So tell me what you think about that. Was it a racing line to take, or was it cutting the course again, avoiding the sharp turns which slows you down for a direct line to run? I'll let you debate that. So what I like about this course, Macquarie Uni Parkruns course, is you're almost never bored going dead straight on a dead flat section. Alright, you're always going up a big hill, up a small incline or a little bump, coming down the other side, doing some sort of twist, left or right, or a little worm, a little bit of grass section. There is just something going on throughout the whole run, keeping you on your toes, keeping you thinking. It is fantastic, and that's the first lap. The second lap, with all of that ups and downs, left and rights, twisties, whatever, you've got to play into the count of the tail walkers and the slower runners and whatnot. So now you're also playing dodgem cars, trying to dodge all the traffic. You'll see that coming up in the second half anyway, but it gets chaotic and it's just fun. You don't come here for a fantastically quick time, a massive PB or anything like that. Come here just for fun, and that's exactly what it is. It is really, really fun. So here is the car park. That's where most people park. I think it's called West 5, something like that. It's free to park there between 7 a.m. and 10 a.m. So 3 hours if you want to do a bit of a warm-up, you know, whatever. That's where I parked with my brother. It's very easy to get to the finish line, start line from here. As you'll see, you turn left up ahead, and then it's just a direct straight, well, not direct straight line, but you stay along the path and you just keep going straight. It's a nice sized car park as well. A lot of car park. So in the second lap, I told myself mentally here, when I get to this section, we're going to start to kick on. It is a little uphill into the ramp and then a little tiny incline the whole way. But this part here on the ramp is where you start to throw down. It's where you start to kick if you've got a hand left. Watch to the end and you see what happens. It gets crazy.
And the second lap up here. Yeah. go.
Still a whole lap, buddy. Just relax and get out of it. You go to church with me.
Oh yeah?
I'll go there, yeah.
No, that's good.
You almost did half run.
Oh, panic, mate. Yeah. Bit of a treat this morning.
So we've just done the turnaround, and as I said, me and Steve throughout this run chop and change who's in front, who's leading. There is two distinct sections where Steve overtakes me, and they're both at the same spot, laps 1 and 2, at that curvy, snaky footpath area where I take the path and Steve takes the quote-unquote racing line. It's very hard to kick on and catch up to someone when they've taken a good chunk off a tight corner and they just hit a straight line, whereas they don't slow down at all, and you've dramatically had to slow down, otherwise you'll twist an ankle or whatever. So I'm back in front again, and then we've got to attack this whole lap again. So up the hill, down the hill, turn left, and that is where we start to really run into the tail walkers. So stay tuned. I did find that pretty funny. Steve yells out, "This is where Mario Kart begins." I call it dodging cars, dodging the people. Steve calls it Mario Kart. Either way, it's kind of funny. So pay attention, this is that second wiggly footpath section. Again, you tell me in the comments, should I have taken the same line as Steve and just just do it and get over it. It is what it is. Or do you think that has given you an advantage slash probably not in the spirit of parkrun slash cutting course? Look, don't give him any hate, whatever you decide. I never did. It is what it is. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. This will also be a fantastic time to smash that thumbs up button if you're loving this parkrun. Hit the subscribe so I know you want more of these videos and I can just keep pumping them out. You know, a parkrun a week, every 2 weeks, something like that. So once Steve overtook me at this section, taking a different line than I took, I thought, no, there's no way I'm going to really catch up and overtake him the second time. I didn't on the first lap. He was in front all the way up until basically the turnaround point before I could regain myself and push through. So I thought the same would happen in this instance. I could push really hard, get past him easily, but then I wouldn't be able to hold that pace. You know, it's all 5 pace on the next sprint. So at that point I thought this could be it. Steve's going to take the win. He's going to push on. Happy days. But again, stay tuned to the end. It's coming up soon. It is still a hell of a battle. Alright? It is great. So, Mario Kart slash, you know, dodging cars all the way to the finish line now. Let's have some fun. Alright, so we're at the car park area and you can see Steve starting to pull away from me a little bit, and this is where I just thought, yeah, you know what, I've done a hard run, fantastic, you know, it's been great. Still not at the finish line yet, but there is no way I'm hunting this kid down now. He's probably got a stronger kick than me with about 400 or 500 to go. Good on him, but it is still a battle, believe it or not, so keep watching. He's really far in front now, and this is basically the straight, you know, to the finish line. So you'd think that's it. That's exactly what I was thinking. That is it. I have to go now, or I'm not going to catch him. And even if I do go now, he's going to know I'm coming up behind him, and he's going to kick as well. So it's over at this point. But it gets better, so keep watching. So remember how I said this is the section where I need to tell myself where to kick? Well, I started kicking a fraction before it, and Steve kept looking back every now and then, so he knew I wasn't too far away. He started to throw down, and we both basically increase our pace, increase all the way to the end. You watch this, it is nice. So it went from a massive gap to what you'll see in a second. And just there, I nearly missed the entrance to the finish line tunnel. There was a volunteer and standing right in front of a tree. So Steve got the win, he got the W, he's a local here. And just in front of her there was another park walker, and I had to sort of go around her and quickly zigzag back into my left, and it was just chaos.
That second lap.
Yeah, so that slowed me down as well. You know, things happen. There's parkrun. Happy days, it's all good. But watch how close this finish line is.
Yeah. Oh, well.
It was a massive sprint finish to the end, but there was just no way in the world I could catch up to him. My heart rate hit a max of 193. My max heart rate is 194, so I basically gave it an absolute effort, you know. All to him, he got the win. Now the finish time was, for myself, 16:59, so I ran sub 17 here, and Steve got 16:58, so only 1 second difference between us. And at the sort of at the start, we both said we'll go on for sub 18. We both hit sub 17, so that's how much we pushed each other, and it was so fun. You know, he
Nice,
ran
Chris.
with someone,
Big
I
push,
ran
mate,
with
big
someone
push.
at a hard effort, and it was cracking awesome. You know, it really, really was. I'd go back there just to run with the guy again. It would be great. You know, it was a good park run, really, really was. So this is where Steve's gone on about the racing lines. He knows the lines better. I could have saved 5 to 10 seconds. You know what? He's not wrong. If I took the exact same line Steve did, it could have been a different time, a different finish, a different battle. However, if I go back and when I go back, I won't be cutting the line. I won't be taking those lines. For me, myself, personally, I wouldn't be happy doing that. I will stick to the footpath. Unless there is cones out saying you can take that line, I'm not going to do it. If that's something other people will do, fair enough. You know, it's a park run. You know, it's not a race, it's a run. But I just know I would feel bad doing that. So I'm happy with my result, happy with how I ran, and you know what, Steve, he's a top bloke. Young fella, really, really good. So that's the end of this park run. I will end up doing,
Hey, bro, what's
or
going
I'll
on?
show you,
No,
I'll go out
no.
and do a bit of a
He
cool
got
down,
me.
another full
So
lap
on
on
each
my
lap,
own, nice
there's
and
like
easy and chilled.
What is it, a K and a half? There's like a
When I come back, my brother
twisty
Brad,
football
he's
section.
finished waiting for me because I said,
First and second lap,
if I go
like,
for a cool down run and you're not there because I've finished in front, or if I'm not there when he finishes and he wants to go for a cool down, happy days. At some stage we will meet at the finish line because sometimes we get lost. We can't find each other. There's 535 people there today. Just remember that. So there's a lot going on. So we just pre-planned that before the race started or the park run started. So I'll do a cool down on my own, come back, get Brad, and then we end up doing basically another lap with each other. Nice and chilled, just to flow, get some blood flow, get the lactic out, just enjoy the time there. But otherwise, that's park run, guys, at Macquarie Uni. 16:59 I ran, first time there. Course record is 16:17. I don't know how the guy ran 16:17 on that course. However, he is like a 15:30 park runner, 5k runner. So the fitness, you know, between a flat course and this course, you're going to run way slower here. But it is so fun. So if you haven't run Macquarie Uni park run before, definitely go and check it out. It is a good event. Yeah, you won't regret it. All right. Stay tuned and watch the cool down, some chats, or smash that thumbs up button. Hit subscribe. Let me know if this is something that you want to watch. Some more park runs, workout runs, whatever. Tell me what you want, and I'll see what I can do.
Oh, that's a nice looking ass.
Yeah, so at the start, I started near this flag on the left, and all the crowds are coming through, so I'm standing like in the bushes. And then the RD, run director, was like, all right, we're starting in 30 seconds. And there was still a whole bunch of people coming through.
Yeah.
And I'm talking like people that are really slow,
Yeah.
and kids like
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
We'll turn around this pole.
Yeah.
And then, because he was like, all right, we're going any second, they stopped right in front of me. Like, literally the parents
Yeah.
and the kids that are like
Yeah.
this tall off the ground.
Yeah.
So we started, and I see all the fast runners like take off. They're at least 10-15 meters in front of me,
Yeah.
and I literally haven't even started my watch yet.
Yeah.
So I had to scoot around the kids and the adults and stuff,
Yeah.
and I didn't catch up to the leaders until about here. And then I didn't take lead until probably this tree just here. Then I took the lead.
Oh, yeah.
But the start was so terrible because of the slow idiots that were just.
Yeah.
It was like I'm purposely walking so slow
Yeah.
so they can start at the front
Yeah.
without a care in the world
Yeah.
of anybody else.
Yeah.
It really annoyed me. So that also cost me like at least 5 seconds, but probably more.
Yeah.
So they had a perfect run, and I took those two racing lines like Steve, the other guy come first, then I probably would have had him.
Yeah.
But it was a good finish. Like even though this is uphill,
Yeah.
but when you're sprinting, you're like, you don't even think about it.
No.
You're just running and gunning. It was good fun.
Yeah.
I'd come back to this.
Yeah, I'll come back to you. That's fun.
Yeah, it was. This hill on the second lap was fun. Like it was tough.
Yeah, it was.
I think I've just done 11 Ks. No, I've done 11.38. Look at him go.